Good afternoon, everyone. I am CA Piresian, the moderator of this webinar. We are delighted to welcome to all to this webinar, which is being organized by the Continuing Professional Education Committee of ICI. Please block your calendar for CPA webinars on Wednesdays and Fridays. It is my pleasure to be a moderator for the webinar on anti-money laundering and stress-free success. In a short while, we will start the webinar. First, I would like to apprise you about the CPE committee. In today, even changing professional scenario worldwide, the biggest challenge the professional face is how to stay on the top of their game while adapting to new requirements and norms. Therefore, it is imperative to aim to be up to date to offer unique guidance, influences others with their innovative approaches and expertise. It is also vital to state old ideas beyond traditional boundaries to create a new perspectives. In this context, continue professional education facilities professional to maintain, improve, and broaden their knowledge, skill, and expertise required to achieve their professional goal through webinars, seminars, etc. The program for this evening is of follows. We have two sessions of 1 hour each, and the topics are first, anti-money laundering, and second, stress-free success. Our eminent speakers will take about the above mentioned two emerging area of professional interest. I think our chairman and vice chairman is not between us, and uh, we will they will
They will
join
be joining in the webinar soon. You
Okay.
can continue as of now, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. It is my pleasure to introduce our first speaker, CA Jinesh Ji Mehta. He is a chartered accountant and have various certification like CISA, CDPSE, and also is specialized in anti-money laundering. He has specialization in forensic analysis, fund tracing, and digital investigation across financial fraud and regulatory enforcement. He worked closely with agencies such as CBI, ED, SFIO, SEBI, and cyber cells on complex financial crime cases, including Ponzi schemes, NPA, terrorist financing, and crypto schemes. Over to you, sir. Sri C.A. Jinesh Mehta, sir. Please, sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the kind introduction, Ritesh. And it is an honor to discuss and share my experience with a lot of participants, chartered accountants across India. And especially, I would like to thank CA Vishnu Kumar Agarwal ji, Vice Chairman, CA Satish Kumar Gupta ji, Chairman, CA Sushil Kumar Jalan, our another speaker, and Mr. Paresh Jain as well, and Ajitnath Tiwari sir also. So thank you so much, everyone. And with this, I will just share my screen and hope my voice is audible, sir. Or should I be louder, or it's okay?
It's perfect, sir. You can continue.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. So yeah, I'll just share the screen. Yeah, so this is the today's topic. If any participants have any questions, then you can pause me and you can write it on the chat box. Or if the talking rights are available, then you can ask the questions at that point in time as well. So anti-money laundering, fund trail, and forensic work steps. These are the pointers that we are looking at addressing within 1 hour. Let me walk you through few brief pointers of the discussions that will come as we move forward. How to find end beneficiary whenever there is any financial crime, that is something which we will learn. How to do fund trail and money trail to identify what are the source and destination of money. What are the layerings and how to address the layerings wherein money gets transferred from multiple shell companies, mule accounts, related party transactions, etc. What could be considered as proceeds of crime in case of money laundering. How to identify funds going abroad through certain keyword analysis, high value transactions, etc. What are the steps of actual analysis of bank statement, books of accounts, financial records, and various other information or data sets that are required to identify money trail. How to practically visualize three stages of money laundering, placement, layering, integration. Excel dashboard, we won't look much into detail. However, we'll just walk through certain work steps and a few case studies of multi-state cooperative society, how the scam takes place, and so on. So these are work steps of identifying how the money is being siphoned off to certain foreign countries or to certain beneficiaries who actually misuse the funds of individuals, companies, etc. So the first step is bank statement analysis. Now, why bank statement analysis is important? Because the data that resides in bank statement is factual and it cannot be changed. One may also start the investigation from books of account. However, the books of account can be manipulated, it can be cooked, or there are possibility that it can be edited later on as well. But the bank statement is and it can be gathered directly from the banker. The issue with the bank statement is that the formats, fields, file structures, etc., are not appropriate, because of which it becomes difficult to get the desired results. So bank statement is very critical. Then fund trail. Fund trail is the work step because, as we say, placement, layering, integration, that can be done only through fund trail because placement is getting illegal money into the financial system. So one may sell drugs and get some cash. Cash is put into the banking channel. Through banking channel, the it is transferred through multiple shell companies. A transfers to B, B to C, C to D, and so on. And ultimately, the money is invested into, say, either cryptocurrency or foreign countries. Then IP address tracing, social media searches are also a critical aspect to identify location, identify what exactly is the background of the suspected individuals or suspected entities. Background searches are critical. You may refer to MCA, Stoffler, Zocop, etc., to get insights on what are the nature of business and the underlying transaction that the company is taking up while they are issuing certain fake invoices or taking fake ITC credits as well. KYC analysis is critical because books of account also refers to the data sets of individuals whose identity is critical to know. Now that can be known through KYC analysis, which is received from the bankers. Again, like Aadhaar card, PAN card, and there are a lot of other information that is available with the bank while opening the bank account, would also help us and lead us to the good steps of next level of investigation to identify the culprit. Books of account, as we discussed, financial statements. Now, what is different between bank statement, books of account, financial statements? Just so books of account is anything that is maintained in tallied records, SAP, or any financial application where accounting is taking place. QuickBooks, or it could be anything similar. Bank statement is something which we get from the banks, and financial statements are filings with the regulators, like income tax returns, MCA filings, annual statements, P&L sheets, notes to accounts, cash flows, fund flows, all those things are financial statements. Once we compare these three things, bank statement, books of account, and financial statements, then we get good insights of the transactions and the objective of entering into such transactions. Hence, it is very critical. One more step is asset tracing. So physical verification is also useful in this step, wherein you want to identify an asset. So say, for example, there is cash that is deposited in the bank, various layers created, then money is deposited into fixed deposits. After 6 months, that money is liquidated, then you invest that into the stock markets. After 3 months, 6 months, some trading activity takes place, money is received, again, that money is invested into real estate. And that's it. So you have reached till this layer of real estate. Now it is important if that is acquired through money laundering activity, because it has to, the money has to be recovered and it has to go to the exchequer. How to identify that the money is invested in real estate through this layering steps, and that has to be liquidated? How to identify that property through registrar or various records available with the companies, which could be agreements, contracts, etc., and liquidating it and getting the money. So this step is very essential, which is done through fund trail analysis. You have to refer through the contracts and deeds, etc. Identify that through the registrar websites. Physically visit that particular property and see that there are not multiple owners, etc., and confiscate and liquidate and get the money. So these are important steps. This is also important because once the investigation agency gets leads or intelligence regarding some financial crime, they have to visit and they do various search or visits to the agencies, and they get the information that okay, this particular party, it could be a political party or it could be any individual company, shop, manufacturing units, etc., where the illegal goods or illegal money is residing. Once they go visit to that particular place, they get cash as well as they get certain mobile or say laptops, computers, hard drives, etc. Those are confiscated, and the data that is gathered from that particular confiscated device could be any financial record like bank statement, books of account, financial statements, KYC, invoices, or there could be agreements, contracts, emails, partnership deeds, or various other things like checkbooks, or they could be digital tokens, many things. So everything has to be investigated to get to the root cause of the money laundering activity and identify the main suspected parties. Then comes investigation. Once fund trail is done, data analysis is done, digital forensic is done, then the investigation comes into place because the person is identified through KYC. Nature of transactions have been confirmed that okay, there is a money laundering activity. Now someone has to confirm that with the individual, right? They need to call that particular party, investigate, and confirm the evidences that are depicted in the bank statement or invoices. Investigative steps wherein we as a chartered accountant can also assist to the law enforcement agencies because we have all the data sets. Now we want them to confirm that as an evidence with the law enforcement agencies that okay, you ask this particular questions based on this data to the suspected party and get the evidence confirmed so that we can present it in the court of law. Once that exercise is done, we as chartered accountants can also appear as expert witness in the court of law, assisting the law enforcement agencies to investigate the suspect, and ultimately they could be the guilty. The suspect could be termed as guilty, or he may have to be left over. So that is an entire evidence gathering exercise that needs to be completed, based on which the forensic investigation, or you can say forensic, nowadays it is called as Forensic Accounting and Investigation Standards, which is recently published by Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, which states that as a chartered accountant, it is not our job to give any opinion on the forensic activity that we are doing. Our job is fact finding. So we have to address to the issues and we have to analyze the data so as to give reasonable evidences to the law enforcement agencies, which they can present to the judiciary, based on which the judiciary can take decisions and they can punish the right culprit. So please do not confuse forensic audit anymore. It is not forensic audit, it is forensic accounting and investigation. We are not doing audit. We are not giving any opinions. It would be very through that particular forensic investigation standards, which will give you more insights on what is the role of a chartered accountant, where we start and where we should stop and restrict ourselves so that we don't venture into unnecessary, uh, take unnecessary and liability on our head. So that is one important part which I wanted to convey. So now we come to three stages of money laundering: placement, layering, and integration. So placement is nothing but placing the illegal money into the financial system. Why we do this? So what is illegal money? So as I gave an example that there could be selling of drugs by an individual, which is an illegal activity. Okay, it's a criminal activity, and that activity is covered under scheduled offenses. So money laundering, if it has to be applied, there has to be scheduled offenses, and money generated from that activity is placed into the financial system at first stage. What could be the financial system? It could be banking channel, deposits of cash. It could be any other financial channels like stock market or say uh, similar insurance segment or any kind of such financial mutual funds, etc. That illegal money is put into the financial system. Then the layers are created. As I explained earlier, why the layers are created to make confused web of transactions so that it's difficult to trace. So what I will do, I will sell drugs, get 1 crore rupees, deposit that cash into multiple bank accounts of mule parties. Mule parties means parties who are not aware of the transactions happening in their account. That is one category of mule account. Second category is parties are aware of the transactions happening in their account, but they do it only for the sake of commission. So say I am a college student, I need pocket money. So what I do, I lend my account to such kind of fraudsters. They deposit 1 lakh, 10 lakh, 5 lakh rupee or repeatedly 1 crore rupee or any such amount into my bank account. ID password so they can operate my account easily. I just go to the bank for signing and giving my presenting my KYC documents. After that, they are operating my account. How I get benefit? I get certain percentage of commission on every deposit or withdrawals happening in my bank account. So this is a category of mule account where I'm aware and I'm part of the entire money laundering activity. Second category, I may not be aware. My KYC is forced by certain group of scamsters and they operate the account on my behalf. So they are using my name, but mobile number belongs to some XYZ party. So the OTP goes to that party and he logins and he operates the account. So there are various ways in which this activity happens, which and the placement stage. At this stage, mule accounts are very essential so that it can be operated and the layers can be created. I will explain how the layers can be created in a very smarter way with the help of banking institutions, multi-state credit cooperative societies, cooperative banks, private banks, nationalized banks, etc. as we move forward. Then comes integration stage. This is the third. What is integration stage? I place the money into banking channel. I create layers through mule accounts or shell companies, and ultimately the money is invested into say cryptocurrency, luxury assets. I buy certain luxury cars, invest into gold, certain startup business ventures, or I transfer money to foreign currency. That is integration. How this starts? This starts through bank statement analysis. Whenever any information comes to the law enforcement agency, they need to give the write letters to the bank statements and ask for the factual data. Now, when they ask for the data of suspected parties as well as both. Why they do so? Because they need to gather evidence. So if I am telling that okay, my money is lost and someone
अपनी
has
रिपोर्ट बना
disguised
लूं
me,
फिर या तो यहीं से इसको भर देंगे है ना
yeah, Mr. Ajit, can you be on mute? Yeah, thank you so much. So if I complain to, say there is a cyber crime, and if I complain to cyber, there is an FIR wherein I complain that okay, there is one rupee which has been disguised and I have been offered a fake job. So I paid the money to get the job and nothing has come up. So this is my complaint. So I need to present an evidence showing my bank statement that look here, there is a debit in my account. 1 lakh rupee has gone and it has not gone in a single chunk. First I paid 10,000, then 20, then 30, then again 30. So that totals to 1 lakh rupee and there are 4 transactions. Okay. Now this 4 transaction has to be mapped after getting the bank statement of the suspected individuals. These 4 transactions can go in single account or it can go in multiple accounts. So based on my bank statement, they will identify, law enforcement will identify what is the IFSC code, what is the RTGS number, is there any bank name written, is there any party name mentioned in the copy, they will write letter to those respective bankers. And there is also an NCRP portal, National Crime Reporting Portal, on which the complaints are lodged, which is again talking to various banks, and the data is collected in the NCRP portal itself. Recently, just last week, there is a Chakshu thing launched, which is integrating banking system, telecom system like mobile numbers, etc. And third thing is NCRP portal complaints. So what government is doing, they are integrating all the 3 things to work on preventive measures. They want to stop the cyber crime at first stage itself. So how it will happen? Say there are 100 complaints on NCRP portal across India for a particular mobile number, 9869027488. Okay. From Tamil Nadu, there is a complaint. From Jharkhand, there is a complaint. From Uttar Pradesh, there is a complaint. So I4C is integrating all these complaints into a single portal. Based on the mobile number, they are plotting in the geolocation map as well. Based on these complaints, they are also getting the bank statement of this mobile number. From telecom, they are identifying who is the name, what is the name of the suspect. From there, they are also identifying which banks they are operating in. They get the bank statement, do fund trail through the NCRP portal. It is also integrated to other fund trail applications, open source, which does bank statement analysis based on the date, amount, and description. Furthermore, these complaints and mobile numbers are integrated to the banking channel. So whenever any future transaction takes place on this 27488, for example, it will be restricted at first step itself. So that is a very efficient way of controlling the financial crime. And this is an initiative by the government wherein they are integrating NCRP portal, telecom data, and banking channels as well. So coming back to the process of bank statement analysis, bank statements are ingested into the application. The data sets, which are in different formats, are actually converted. I would just like you to show the data set. 1 second, a sample bank statement, how it looks and what are the complexities of analysis, so that you get more insights on what are the real difficulties and how it can be resolved. Just a second. Yeah, so these are the different digital bank statements, okay, PDF, Excel, CSV, TXT, etc. Now it is very difficult to analyze these structural data sets and get the output. Why? Because not only the data is different, PDF, Excel, CSV, TXT, but also the underlying structure of data is very complicated and difficult to understand. Somewhere it is deposit withdrawal, somewhere it is withdrawal deposit with page number overlapping the amount. In the amount field, you also get DRCR. So there are alphanumeric fields, which makes it complicated. Then the running balance is missing in many of the cases. If you see here, the running balance is missing for these transactions. So how do you analyze this data? There could be duplicate transactions, there could be missing records. The alignment of the files is not appropriate. If you see, the amount is moving sideways. So units, tens, 100,000, 10,000 lakh, 10 lakh crore. This is not appropriately aligned, so that when you convert the data from open source, it makes difficult to analyze. Line breaks for date and narration field is missing here. This example, there is only a single column, and the debit credit is highlighted or segregated through taggings instead of two separate columns. So these are various data sets. These are masked data, so need not worry. And it becomes very difficult when there are multiple suspect individuals, shell companies involved who are creating layers through transfers between their accounts. So these problems could be solved in multiple ways through open source applications, proprietary applications. We cannot endorse any product, so we are not going into that details. But our objective is to learn forensic and how to solve the particular problem and reach the end beneficiary or destination or integration stage so that the money can be recovered. So once the bank statements are converted, then also the problem still remains. Why it remains? Because in the given example, the narration field is very complicated and it includes everything, because law enforcement agency does not ask for a separate data of bank statement with the counterparty details. Now, what are counterparty details? Counterparty details are details wherein names of parties mentioned clearly, and it is regrouped in a such a way that total transaction can be quantified, which are done with that party. So in the given example, there is Jin Mehta, Jinesh Mehta, J Mehta. There are three ways in which the name of a person is written. So that can be captured and it has to be manually updated that, okay, all these three parties are actually same party, Jinesh Mehta, and it is not different parties. So that has to be identified. Then in this scenario, only account number is mentioned, name is not mentioned. So we have to look for that, okay, where this account number and name both are mentioned. Here it is mentioned, account number and name. So this is also Jinesh Mehta. So total transactions are 4 lakh rupee instead of 3 lakh rupee. So this categorization has to be done in the accounts of all the parties. Then only you can do fund trail appropriately and quantify the damage that has been occurred due to fraud, money laundering, Ponzi schemes, terror financing, or say ITC frauds, etc. Any financial crime, this step is essential, bank statement analysis. Then other things what you can do, based on the category of transactions, RTGS, NEFT, UPI, cash, etc., we can classify the transaction so that we focus on that particular segment. We can also categorize based on keywords of foreign transactions, identify locations and plot it on the geolocation map based on IFSC code, city state names mentioned in the narration field, and ATM IDs. So for plotting the location, we have IFSC code, which is allocated by Reserve Bank of India to each and every bank and branches of those banks. Based on the IFSC code, we can pull the location and branch of the bank and plot it on the geolocation map, and we can carry on the investigation. I will also show you how the geo map can look like. Anyways, I'll come to that and I'll show you later on. And you can also fetch mobile number, UTR number, check numbers, etc., so that it can be presented in the as an evidence. And it also helps to cross map the accounts that I am sending money to Mr. Ajit and Mr. Ajit is receiving money from me. So we can match the UTR numbers in both the data sets. Now, what red flags we get once we analyze? We get foreign transactions that, okay, based on keyword analysis, like in narration field, there could be remittances, outward remittance, inward remittances, etc., based on which we can identify that, okay, these are all foreign transactions. Then SWIFT, letter of credit, letter of undertaking, name of foreign banks. These are all ways in which we can identify foreign transactions through the bank statement analysis, which is very essential. Because we need to check if these are foreign transactions, whether those are genuine or ingenuine transactions. How we identify that? Through FEMA compliances of 15CA, 15CB compliances, which is taken by the banker, and these certificates are issued by the chartered accountants, certifying that these are all genuine transactions, or there is a purpose behind this transaction, and it has been validated. The source of fund also has been validated, and the destination also can be identified through that particular transaction. We can identify cash transaction. How we can identify? Again, through keyword analysis, cash, deposit, self, and ATM IDs. Based on this keywords, if those exist on the deposit side, then those are high value cash deposits. If those exist on the debit side, then those are high value cash withdrawal transactions. Related parties or shell companies. This is a bit tricky thing wherein you can identify this through background search. And how that can be done, I'll just explain that. Yeah, background searches. You can visit website like Toffler, or CA websites, and this kind of analysis can exist. So say you have uploaded bank statement of Resurgent, Bandari Steels, etc., and you get to see that, okay, there are common directors like Shanmuga Nath, Balasubramaniam, Nilkant, etc. So these are all common controlling these companies, and these all companies exist on same address. This is a dummy example. So this could be a potential shell companies. What is other way of confirming that these are shell companies? You also get the strike off company list. What are strike off companies? Companies which were operating for a small period of time, then they have stopped their operations and they are strike off by the MCA. So there are no more transactions happening that in that companies, but the data is available on the website. Then you can identify, you can analyze GST data set with the bank statement data set to identify fake invoicing. How that can be done? I'll give you a simple example. There is GSTR 2A data for purchases. There is GSTR 1 data for sales. There is e-way bill inward data. There is e-way bill outward data, and there is bank statement. We can compare all these 5 data sets to identify potential fake invoices or fake ITC credits. How that can be done? E-way bill data will give you information about movement of goods. Up to 50,000 e-way bill is not necessary. Above 50,000 value e-way bill is important. So if there is a purchase invoice, I am a company, I want to take a fake ITC credit. Okay, I am a genuine company, but I need invoices for fake purchase invoices. So I will buy those fake purchase invoices from the market, which this taxes I will adjust against the payables on the sale invoices. So if there is, I have to deposit GST which I have collected on sales of 1 crore, I will adjust it against purchase invoices on which I need to pay 1 crore. But these are fake. And GST data is not integrated with bank data because invoices are raised today, e-way bill will be raised after 2, 4, 5 days, and the movement of goods will take place. Payment will be made within next 30 days, 60 days, whatever the credit cycle is. So it is very difficult for GST authorities to map payments with the GST. Okay, so they are not able to identify whether there is actual payment for this purchases, yes or no. Here comes data analysis, which law enforcement agency can do by analyzing bank statement with GST data in e-way bill. Say there is a purchase, I have purchased fake invoices. I need to take the delivery, right, of goods. So I will also issue e-way bill. But there may not be actual delivery of goods. To address this problem, GST has come up with one more fantastic thing recently. They have integrated FASTags, e-Vahan, e-way bills, and RFID tags. All the four things are integrated so that on real-time basis, they can track the movement of goods for the invoices through e-way bill and movement of goods through e-Vahan and FASTags. So can you just imagine that the two initiatives that are coming up are so important to trace the financial frauds on real-time basis. First initiative was Chakshu, wherein we are integrating NCRP portal, bank statement, and telecom data. So whenever there are complaints on the NCRP portals, any payments made to this mobile number through UPI, etc., can be blocked instantly. Because complaints of mobile numbers are mapped with bank statements and telecom data and NCRP portals. Second initiative, to trace the movement of goods to identify fake invoices and fake ITC credits. What they are doing? E-way bill data of movement of goods is mapped with e-Vahan, FASTags, and RFIDs. So you can do more research and get more insights on this. Best way to identify shell company is either do background search or do transaction level analysis. If you do transaction level analysis, it will take time, but you get more stronger evidences. If you do background search, you get the hints that, okay, out of 100 parties, there are 5 parties which are potential shell companies. Why? They are formed on same addresses, 100 companies on same address. There could be potential shell companies. 5 directors are controlling 100 companies, potential shell companies. Then GST registration taken of all these 100 companies on same date or within a shorter time span. Potential shell companies. One more way. There are immediate purchases and sale invoices. Okay, to same parties, circular transactions. Those can also be considered as fake transactions. Another way, I have done purchases, I have raised the invoice GST to where but I'm settling it in 2 days, 3 days instantly. So it is not logical. There has to be some credit cycle, right? 30 days, 60 days, etc. Or vice versa. I am raising GST to a, I'm taking purchase invoice, but I'm making payment after 180 days, which is not allowed. Why I will do shorter payment? I will settle immediately because I need to use same funds again and again in multiple companies so that I can get more and more ITC credits. Now, why we are discussing money laundering and ITC credits and all the financial crimes together? The reason is all the financial crime, the forensic work steps would remain similar. The thought process may differ depending on the nature of financial crime. Money laundering, a different way you have to think. Cybercrime, you have to think from different way. There could be job scams, there could be Ponzi scheme wherein investment frauds occur. They will give you that, okay, you invest 1 lakh rupee and I will give you 5% return every month. You invest in stock market or invest in cryptocurrency, we will give you the leads where to invest. Join our WhatsApp group and you can start earning money. That is cybercrime. GST we discussed. Money laundering we discussed. You buy drugs, infuse the cash in financial system, integrate into foreign countries. So these are different financial crimes. Terrorist financing. There are various individuals and the religious conversion takes place for those individuals. It could be from any religion to any religion. And on conversion, what benefit they get? If you convert into X religion from Y religion, then we will take care of your household expenses. We will give you, offer you good education. We will offer you good job. You will get insurance, mediclaim, good hospital facilities. And those funds are actually received as donation from different parts of the world, so that you can create pool of individuals for same following same religion, and when the election takes place they would be voting for a particular party. And there could be reverse also. Money from India is going abroad, there this activity is taking place, and those people are used as sleeper cells for terror funding activities. Every kind of financial crime, there has to be flow of money. So please always focus on bank statement analysis. Yes, you may always argue that it is not necessary that things would occur through banking channel. Nowadays we have cryptocurrencies. There are people can do this activities through cash also. Many things are possible. Yes, it is possible, but banking channel is more frequent than cash. And nowadays cryptocurrencies, there are ways to trace cryptocurrency. We are not discussing that because that is a topic by itself. We also do cryptocurrency analysis, which is called pseudonymous. You can partially trace cryptocurrencies, but we can take it some other time. Now, the hearing that we need to discuss, once we get the data, we convert the bank statement, align all the names of the parties, then we trace the movement of goods. How we do that? Let's address this particular example. So this is the starting point, Jaya Enterprise. It transfers money to Classic Finance. Classic Finance split this money and it distributes to Rekha Sharma 16 lakh, Sri Balaji 15 lakh, Crystal 8 lakh. There is cash withdrawal 1 lakh. Sends money to Minus Finance 5 lakh and Himani Holding 9 lakh 30,000. We get the bank statement of Rekha to identify where it is going to next layer. So Rekha is sending money to Bajaj Finance. There are certain loan repayments. Sends to Madhu Chawla, certain EMI payments, Amitabh Chawla and Meena Malik. Here the layer ends because there is no much bigger value which can be traced. So no bank statements are asked further. Then we move to next layer, Sri Balaji. Bank statement of Sri Balaji is called. It is identified that money goes to Ronak, then Jaya Enterprise and Balaji Finance. So Jaya Enterprise is again a circular transaction here, and next date money again goes from Jaya Enterprise to Madhu Chawla, cash withdrawal, Rekha Sharma again, Bozo Media, Champak Textile, Pets and Cats. Now we have data set of Madhu Chawla, so we understand, okay, she has all received the money and paid again some EMIs, and there is cash withdrawal. So this is how layers are created. And this example is of classic NPA fraud. So we also need to discuss banking related frauds. Okay, we cannot miss that. What are NPA related frauds or diversification of funds? I am an organization, I took loan from, say, State Bank of India, saying that I want to use it for my business purpose. I am entering into a venture, startup, or any particular activity, or I am an established company. I am taking loan for expanding my business, so I need money. They give me 5 crore rupees. It goes into NPA after 9 months, or say 6 months, or 1 year. So SBI will analyze that, okay, this is a 5 crore rupee, or it could be a consortium lending wherein all the banks are coming together and they have given loan of 5,000 crore rupees and it is vanished. It goes into NPA after 3 years. So it goes into fraud account, and RBI requests for investigation, forensic auditors are appointed, and now you get all kinds of bank statements. You need to prove diversification of funds. So what you will do, you will get all the bank statements of group company, related parties, family members, directors, foreign entities, do the data analysis and get this kind of analysis. And here you see that, okay, you need to do 4 things. You need to establish layers, layer 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 through color coding. You need to identify related parties, okay, who are director, family member, companies, person who is both family member and a director. Second is related party. Third, red flags. What are the red flags? How you will assume that these are, what is the hypothesis that you will create to identify that, okay, these are red flag and this could lead to diversification of funds. So loan taken and used for paying the EMI of the directors. That is personal use, yeah, right? You cannot do that. I have taken loan for business purpose. I cannot make my credit card payments as a director. That is a red flag. Revenue concentration. The money has to be used for making vendor payments, but revenue is concentrated. I take multiple loans and I accumulate all the funds in one shell company, and from there money goes to foreign entity. So revenue concentration is a red flag. Funds withdrawn by way of cash. I take loan, after 5 days I withdraw as cash, stating that it could be some company expenditure or it could be any kind of petty expense, etc., of high value in nature. Like circular transaction. I just revolve those money between my multiple group companies for window dressing. Why I will do that? To strengthen my balance sheet, to show turnover, or maybe to take some ITC credits. Or there could be, I want to take loan in some other company to pay off my previous loans. So I need to show transactions, right? That, okay, I'm doing frequent transactions. There are buy, sale, purchase, sale through multiple companies. And I build my turnovers, show my healthy balance sheet to the bank, some other bank. I show it to, say, Bank of Baroda, take loan there and pay off my SBI loan. That is called evergreening of loan. Evergreening means what? My loan is never repaid. I take some X loan to repay my earlier loan. So I'm never debt free. My overall status is I'm always in debt. So these are all red flags. Then I'm connecting those and quantifying I'm quantifying through value. How much money is transferred, how much money is siphoned off, how much money is paid as loan, how much money is involved in circular transaction, how much money is involved in cash withdrawal, and so on. So four things I have to do: quantification, related party analysis, and red flags. So if you see this way of presentation, it focuses on all the four parts. Director Madhu Chawla is a director who is involved in uh, A means with this color coding that she's a director and paying personal EMIs. She also does cash withdrawal. Rekha Sharma, here, she also pays her EMI through corporate money. There is revenue concentration in her account, and she also does frequent cash withdrawal. And this is the evidence that is put across to the law enforcement agencies, which can be done for multiple dates or at summary level. Excuse me. So any questions till you, sorry, I think we are on mute. So you can always post the questions in question answer or chat box if required, so that we can answer those questions. Yeah, now I think we have last 5 minutes, 5, 6 minutes. So we'll go through a sample case study to understand what is layering and how the matrix are created through multiple entities, multiple shell companies, multiple mule accounts, and multiple banking channels, including cooperative societies, cooperative banks, and nationalized banks. So, what is happening? There are various accused or mule accounts, and there are agencies who are operating. Sorry, just a sorry. So, there are various agencies who use fake accounts or who create fake accounts through uh, Aadhaar card and PAN card and various other KYC documents. These accounts are open in multiple multi-state cooperative society. Then layers are created. So 10,000 individuals open account across India in different states. Then they transfer money to 5,000 individuals. So the layer will narrow down as we move to the bottom. Then it is transferred to layer 2, 3,000 accounts, 1,000 accounts layer 3, 300 accounts layer 4, and beneficiaries 5 or 10 individuals, or it could be in assets also. Beneficiary could be individual company entities, or they could be investment in assets, real estate, gold, jewelry, mutual fund, fixed deposits, cryptocurrencies, foreign transactions. So this is a modus operandi. So there is a reverse graph created and the money flows in this direction. How to identify this? So what is a modus operandi? People of low means open account with multi-state societies or cooperative banks. So there are three multi-states, RR, DD, VV. Everywhere these accounts are open. Then money moves to second layer to nationalize or private banks. Then there are circular transactions or layers created through multiple uh, parties, and ultimately through forged bill of entries, fake invoices, the money is transferred to foreign countries, or fake ITC credits are taken, or money laundering activity takes place, or terrorist financing activity takes place. So it is not necessary that only one kind of financial crime will be derived from this analysis. There could be multiple types of financial crimes. And there is a diversion of fund and money is invested in abroad. So this is how transaction occurs. Let us explain through an example step by step. So there are individuals who open account. There are societies, private nationalized banks, shell or private companies, and money goes to foreign countries. These are 5 steps. So individuals will open account in societies. There are 10,000 individuals that open account in 3 multi-state societies. They will transfer funds internally between themselves to create complex layers of circular transactions. Then the money goes to the private limited companies, LLPs or proprietors in whose accounts are with the various nationalized or private banks. There could be 5 private or nationalized banks, where these yellow are private limited companies or say LLPs or proprietorship. Then this money is accumulated and it goes into foreign country. Again, just understand this is an important modus operandi. 10,000 individuals open account in 3 societies or cooperative banks. Private limited nationalized banks open account in shell companies like partnership firms, proprietors, LLPs open account in nationalized bank, and money is transferred to foreign country or invested in cryptocurrency. So Group A, mule accounts and societies. Group B, shell companies and nationalized banks. There are 2 groups. Cash is deposited in 10,000 individuals' account. Why so? Because there is very less compliance in multi-state credit cooperative societies. Like they may not report CTR, STR to FIU India, cash transaction reporting, suspicious transaction reporting. Now it is applied because they are covered under the definition of reporting entity, but previously they did not report. And they can accept high value cash much frequently than private or nationalized banks. Then within those societies, they transfer money internally. Plus, they do not have clearing house. So if they want to transfer money, they will have to deposit that cash in some private or nationalized bank where they have opened their pool account. So while doing so, whenever any payment is executed to some external party, it will always be reflecting that money is received from ABC Cooperative Society instead of the individual Rakesh. So there is a masking because there is no clearing house. So if Rakesh has to send money to ABC Corporation, it will not go directly. It will go through multi-state society to ABC Corporation. And ABC Corporation is shell company. So if you ask for the data of ABC Corporation, it will show that money is received from this society instead of Rakesh. So that is a problem, and the advantage of this problem is taken by the fraudster. Then there are internal transfers between shell companies, again circular transactions or web of transactions. And ultimately money reaches the foreign country, cryptocurrency, real estate, or mutual fund, securities, etc. So this is the modus operandi. And there is high level of analysis which has to be done to identify and analyze the entire data set of multi-state cooperative banks, nationalized banks, shell companies, to confirm that this is a money laundering activity or any other kind of financial crimes, or there could be overlapping financial crimes. And this may be investigated in multiple locations of India. Plus, there is a possibility that multiple agencies are also involved in this exercise to identify the suspected party. Okay, now quickly I will walk you through, since I think we are reaching 5 p.m. I will also walk you through various graphical representations. This kind of layering also can be created through dashboard analysis. Hierarchy chart can be created to identify flow of funds. Can be identified in this manner. And you can always categorize the red flags based on the color coding so that you can present it appropriately to law enforcement agencies. See, this is a good practice area for all the chartered accountants who are viewing this particular webinar. And the presentation to law enforcement agency is utmost important for them to understand and digest the financial crime so that they can present it to the judiciary and judiciary can punish the right suspected parties. Otherwise, you will just go round and round and one cannot uh, identify that who should be ultimately punished. So I think with this I have reached 5 p.m. Over to you, sir. And if there are any questions, then you can please let me know. I will just take 4-5 minutes to answer those questions, or we can move to the next session as well, sir. Thank you so much.
Jinesh sir, thank you, Jinesh sir. We will take a question answer after welcome address by chairman, sir.
No problem, sir. No problem.
Oh, okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. So over
Sir,
to the next session. Thank you so much, everyone.
yes. Taking the webinar further, I would like to invite our beloved chairman, CPEC, CA Satish Gupta, for welcome address. But before this, I would like to introduce our esteemed chairman. CA Satish G. Gupta is presently serving as chairman of Continuing Professional Education Committee of the Institute of Chartered Accountant of India. In addition to the role, he is also chairman of UDIN Directorate and vice chairman of Committee of Members of Practice for the current team. He previously served as a council chairman of ICI from 2019 to 2022, during which he held key leadership positions. Distinguished figure in the professional community, C.S. Satish Gupta also served as the president of Rajasthan Tax Consultant Association, a primary body of tax profession for a remarkable decades 2030 to 2023. In the past, he held the position of chairman of the Jaipur branch of the Central India Regional Council of ICI, during which the branch has honored with the Excellent Branch Award by CIRC, recognizing outstanding performance under his leadership. With a deep commitment to knowledge, dissemination, and professional development, CA Satish Gupta continues to inspire and empower professionals across the country. Over to you, Satish sir.
Thank you, Paresh bhai. Thanks a lot. I think I'm at the airport, so some disturbance may you people feel, but I'm sorry for that.
Yes,
But
sir. Yes,
I
sir.
wanted to come on this webinar because this is a wonderful webinar we are holding. Thank you, Paresh bhai, and speakers of the day, Dinesh ji and Jalan ji. Jalan ji had been junior to me, but if I talk academics, if I talk spirituality, he's like a guru to all of us and to me especially. And Ajit ji, the secretary of the CP committee, who is doing work very proactively, team CP, team technical for this webinar, and my dear friends who are attending this webinar in a very large number. Although it is half time of the this particular webinar, but still I welcome each one of you in this webinar, and I thank you very much for your continuous and I think a very good support to the CPA committee. And this year in CPA committee, we are taking care of availability of the program and quality of the program. And I have told every time, and I would repeat even on the cost of time, that from this year onwards, we are going to bring that credits for the CP hour is being available to our members only on real-time basis. Meaning thereby that if a member attends a CP program for 4 hours, out of 12-hour registration program, he will or she will get the credit for 4 hours only. This we are going to implement with the help of technology, and we hope that by the end of September, we will be in position to implement those particular this initiation as our TCS is working on the new portal, and after coming the new portal, we would definitely implement this wonderful initiation. And I think you will love to that particular initiation, because what we feel that we get the registration, but we don't come the physically. So It is very awkward for the speakers. It is very awkward for the participants. It is very awkward for the organizers to plan the things, to plan the food type, and to plan the space. So we are thinking that it is the right time after 20 years of the initiation of this program that it should be implemented. Apart from this, to make the availability of the program, CP program, as much as possible, we are going to open as many as CP chapters, as many as CP circles throughout the country. And we request each one of you, if you belong to a town where you don't have a branch, you don't have a chapter, you don't have a circle, please just go through the norms of these things and apply for the circle or chapter, and it will be our pleasure to admit or accept that particular your request, and giving you an opportunity to hold the CP program for our fraternity. Apart from this, friends, in CP program we are requesting to all the members of the country to send their names for faculty. We want to have a faculty bank who can speak on any of the topic which is important for the fraternity. So if you want to speak on any topic, so kindly send your interest along with a small 2-minute video and mentioning the interest of your subject and topic. I think it will be a win-win situation for all of us, for you, for committee, for ICI, and for all the fraternity members. So I welcome you for that faculty program. Apart from this, friends, in UDIN also we have taken two decisions which have been approved by the council also, that from after some time we would also implement this, that no member would be in position to generate 61st UDIN for the tax audit. After generating 60 audit, no member would be in position to generate the UDIN for 61st audit. This have been implemented by the council, and I think it will be implemented very soon. Apart from this, if there is a problem to the member that they are not in position to know the name of succeeding auditor for the audit they have done in the preceding year, and the auditee changed the auditor and even don't pay their fees. So Union will enable you to know the name of the succeeding auditor. So you can talk to him, you can send him the letter if you have the pending fees, or you if you have any other technical issue to be communicated to the succeeding auditor. I think it will be a win-win situation for all of us. So with these friends in CMP committee where I am vice chairman, we are working a lot and we have launched several programs which are unique and quality having a quality content. So please welcome them and attend all those programs. Apart from that, we are bringing several member initiative. You would definitely love. Give us one more month time. I think within 30 days you will receive several information where you would love that yes, institute is taking care of us. Institute is taking care of profession, and your committee of members in practice where I am vice chairman and chairman is Madhukar Bhai. We are taking care of you people, and definitely you will love all those initiatives. With this, friends, I welcome you, each one of you, and I thank each one of you for giving such a love and affection and attending these webinars in a very large number. I thank very much to our speakers also, Sushil Bhai and what is the Chinar?
Jinesh,
What is the name of
Jinesh,
Jinesh.
Jinesh ji, sir.
Jinesh Bhai, and Jinesh Bhai taken the topic very nicely. The layering of the that transaction or the funds he has taken so deeply, and I think the members will definitely be benefited by his deliberation. And I think we all should follow that while auditing or while dealing with our clients, how we take care of this layering. And this is something which we should not uh, pro- propagate. We should discourage, and we should catch, and we should report all these transactions. And Sushil Bhai is always a person who definitely, whenever he speaks like anything. And I think you will be benefited by his deliberation today in a in a very large manner, in a very big manner. So all the best to you, each one of you. Paresh Bhai is very close to me. He belongs to Bhilwara. Thank you, Paresh Bhai, for sparing your time and energy for this wonderful webinar. Thanks a lot to each one of you again. All the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now, I would like to inform everyone that currently we are 990 members join this webinar. Before we end this session, we will take the question answer, sir. Jinesh sir.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Santosh Kumar Shahu from Chennai, how to detect to determine an organizations are involved in money laundering activities. How to detect?
Okay. So basically, great question. So how to detect an organization that is involved in money laundering activity? So there are two ways to look at it. Either you are auditing that organization and you want to know that this particular organization is involved in the activity, or if you are working on a case for law enforcement agency wherein you have to prove that this organization is involved in money laundering activity. So as I said, there are various ways and data sets which you can analyze: bank statement, books of account, financial statements, and you can start from source and go to the destination through the layers. And that is how you can go step by step and investigate and focus on whether those are money laundering activities. And another step is scheduled offense. Money laundering can attract only if there are scheduled offenses which are covered under, say, IPC, criminal activities, and there are various list of transactions and sections which are mentioned. If it is covered in those scheduled offenses, then only money laundering can be attracted. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Rajesh Gurunath, uh, if there is a fraud by selling property belonging to an individual will be covered under anti-money laundering, and if yes, where to file complaints?
If you want to file complaint wherein there are potential money laundering, then ED would look into, enforcement directorate would look into the this particular part. But first step is FIR. ED can involve only there is if there is an FIR. So you need to ideally file an FIR, and thereafter it will move to ED, and then the investigation can take place.
Okay. Deepak Azad from Delhi, during a statutory audit under the Companies Act 2013, how do we look at the red flag to dive deeper to check AMLA transaction?
Okay, in Companies Act.
Yes.
So you need to focus mainly on the directors and related party transactions, so that this is the first step wherein you can find some money laundering activities. And always ask for the purpose of payment, why the money is paid. Okay, the invoices may tell some story, but the actual payments could be done for some other reasons. So always go beyond the regular audit cycles, do certain background search, which we generally don't do. Focus on banking transaction. See, BRS, everyone relies on whatever bank reconciliation is submitted by the management. Books of account also is audited. But no one goes to the bank statement because they will say, "Arey, that is not our audit scope and it will take a lot of time." But always focus on few sample bank statement transactions and try to go till the next layer if you have multiple group companies data sets also available with you. You will always find some discrepancy that in bank payment is made to Rakesh, but in books payment is accounted in the name of Suresh. So the BRS will always match. Okay. The values will match, but the name of parties will differ. So focus on related party transactions and BRS to get some insights.
Oh, okay, sir. Rajiv Kumar Gupta from Delhi. In case as a statutory auditor, we do come across such transaction, then what are our reporting requirement under various law governing such AMLA transaction?
Great question. So now recently there has been see NAFRA is one where you have to report, okay, where the responsibilities are on an auditor that if there are fraud, uh, potential fraud activities identified during our audit, then we need to report to NAFRA. First step is always audit committee, or we need to appraise. Second step, if you are for working on behalf of the regulators, then RBI reporting or SEBI reporting is also essential. NAFRA reporting at times is to be done. We cannot directly approach the law enforcement agency because I think that would be beyond our scope. But we can always go step by step and report to appropriate authority. But first, always start with the organization, take them in confidence, give them opportunity. And if no action is taken, then you can always go to regulators and NAFRA, etc.
Okay. Vishal Patel from Ahmedabad. How will we know when transaction occur between the parties are not related as per Companies Act?
Great question. Now that is again based on the underlying transaction purpose of payments. Why? The question why is very critical here. Why we are making the payments? What is the business need? Is there any genuine transaction of purchase sale happening? Uh, why generally, we also come across a lot of loan transactions across group companies. Now, this could not be genuine transaction, or it is just for movement of goods and creating window dressing. So always ask questions. Why are there any board meeting approvals? Everything is minutized. You have supporting invoices. Are the payments reflected in the bank statement? So a lot of things are to be done, and we have to always go beyond normal audit work steps to get the answer. We may also get third party confirmations from banks, from vendors, loan confirmations. So these all things are very essential to address the related party transactions, including the disclosures in the balance sheet.
Okay, okay. Raju from Bangalore. Sir, how many layers of bank transfer will be tracked?
How many layers would be detected?
How many layers bank transfer will be tracked?
Track. Yeah, see,
Tracked.
it will depend on how many data sets you get. So how generally investigation process takes place, I'll explain you. You get the bank statement of 5 suspects and 3 victims. So you get 8 bank statements. You analyze those statements and you reach at end layer. Then that end layer would be X party. So you write the letter to the that bank where the X is holding account. They will give you that data. Again, you investigate. You will get party say Suresh. You write the letter, get that data, then you move to Rakesh and so on. This is one approach. Second approach is related party and shell companies. Third approach is through investigation, you get more insights. You call the chartered accountants, lawyers, employees, you investigate and you get more and more leads. You investigate directors, key management personnel, signing authority people, and you get more insights. Get the bank statement, you get more and more layers. So that's the process. So it's not something standard. You get more data, you get more results. It's like that.
Okay, sir. V. Suramani Kochi. Sir, why is that tough number or case registered under PMLA are very high? The conviction rate is very low. What is happening after identification, confiscation of assets, which form part of proceed or of crime?
Again, a great question.
Uh,
Your conviction rate is less. The reason is there are multiple reasons. Complex data sets, we don't get support for getting the data. Banks don't support. They give, they give data very late. It is not in proper structure or formats. Plus, here in money laundering, what happens? The onus of proof is on the culprit. So, like in IPC, what happens generally? In Hindi, what we say? Okay, एक बेगुनाह को सजा नहीं मिलनी चाहिए भले 100 गुनाहगार छूट जाए. So here the onus of proof is on the say police, that I will have to prove that there is a crime or no. But in money laundering, it is reverse. The person has to prove that I am not involved in money laundering activity. So the onus is on the second party. Plus, the exercise is too complex, and there are sometimes connections also involved in case of high money laundering related activities, because of which also things get delayed. And there are n number of reasons, but as rightly said, it takes time. But nowadays, things are improving. with various models, artificial intelligence, various tools and data sets available. So things are moving faster and we will see the results gradually.
Okay, sir. Akhilesh from Rudrapur, how GST refund is taken by fraud? Any liability show in 3B has to be paid by supplier. If any supplier is giving fake invoice, he has to pay GST on this.
Yeah, again, see, this happens because there are chains which are created. Okay. If a genuine company is purchasing from unregistered dealer and it is selling to a registered dealer, then he is losing on ITC credits. In this scenario, he requires some fake invoices, uh, which he can claim as ITC credits. So he approaches some group of invoicing agencies and gets purchase invoices. Now there various chains are created. I will purchase from X, X will purchase from Y, Y will purchase from Z, and so on and so forth. And the last company may do some genuine transaction because they may also need sale invoices. So that's how the entire cycle is not captured, and ultimately, who is losing? The government is losing. That is the reason now this kind of activities, movement of goods, then confirming the payment of transactions, settling within 180 days. This all things are coming up. Plus, we are integrating technology with RFID, e-Vahan, and so on to get e-way bills and so on to get some insights and restricting the ITC credits at stage one itself.
Okay, sir. Basant Kumar
Plus, one more
Mehta.
issue is there. There is no
Yes.
HSN code mapping while GST is filed. So if I'm working, I'm buying a product which is under 18% bracket and I'm selling also under 18% bracket, but both the goods are not related, then there is no mechanism wherein HSN code based mapping is done while filing the GST. So that is also one problem. Plus, in e-way bill, we don't get the vehicle number. So e-way bill also cannot be relied completely that there is 100% movement of goods. So there are various things that we, when we work with GST enforcement agencies, we understand that these gaps also needs to be fulfilled gradually.
Sir, I think, sir, query is finished, sir. And
Yeah, sure, sure.
thank you, sir. It was really valuable session. Let's move further. Thank you, Dinesh, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you. You can email me and I can respond
Okay,
later on. No problem. Thank you, sir.
okay.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Now moving ahead, I would like to introduce our second speaker, CA Sushil Kumar Ji Jalan. He is certified national and international trainer with JCI India and JCI University USA, and also a live member of ISTD, a Government of India training organization. He has delivered 1,000 plus program for over 50,000 students across CA, CS, MBA, engineering, and other academic streams, and also conducting 300 plus training session for bank, corporates, government bodies, trade association, and NGO, and diverse professional and soft skill topics. Over to you, Sushil sir. Please, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Paresh Bhai. So, just sharing my. It is clear now, sir. Screen is there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, first of all, I am thankful to the chairman of the CP committee, vice chairman of the CP committee, all the officials of the CP committee, and our moderator for giving me this opportunity today to interact with my fellow chartered accountants. I'm also very thankful to our chairman who has spoken some nice words for me. Thank you, lot. And now its time is around 4:25. So for the next 20 minutes, we will be discussing on this PPT presentation. And for the balance 15 minutes, 10 minutes, we will go for queries, question and answer. And last 5 minutes will be of the committee for the closing remarks and closing ceremony. Because in last 25 years of my training career, I understand one thing in my life. Whether program is starting or time or late, but it should always end on time. So people will be very happy. So I am taking this opportunity here to recalculate the time limits here because first session prolonged some more time. So for 20 minutes we are discussing, and then for the 10 minutes queries and 5 minutes for the closing ceremony. Now, please request all the participants to please note down on your copy pen or mobile anything you like or you want to do things, because at the end I will ask you to do a certain thing, and if you are writing there or you are listening very seriously, you can do that. So our topic is stress-free success. Now, what is success? What is stress? Stress is a thing which we cannot live without that. As soon as we come into this world, stress starts on the very same minute, and it will be continue with us till the end of our life. So we cannot avoid stress. But there are so many ways through which we can minimize the negative effect of stress. And there are 5 things I am discussing today. If you are following those 5 things or 5 strategies, either 1, 2, or 3, or 4, 5, so it will be very fruitful for you to attain stress-free success. So we are moving ahead, and these 5 strategies are: one thing, prioritize responsibilities. We have so many responsibilities to follow in a day or in a month or in a year or in lifetime, but we have to prioritize which should done first, which should done second. We will discuss in detail afterwards. Second is establish boundaries. You have to establish your own boundaries, what to do, what not to do, how much to do. This you have to decide. These all will control your stress. Learn to delegate and take help. Nowadays, it is not possible that one person will do everything. So you should know or learn the art of delegation, and you should take help of others. There is a ad which says the पूछने में क्या जाता है. So we should take help of others. Practice self-care means you have to take care of yourself, because you is the only person who is the main to attain the success. You just see the word success. It is nothing without you. So you are the main person. You have to take care of yourself. And the last one is create positive mindset. Mindset is the thing which drives you towards success, towards failure. So you have to create a positive mindset. Now, how we can go on these 5 strategies? First thing, prioritize responsibilities. What are our responsibilities? We always do something in a day, in a month, or in a year, or in lifetime. So we should plan that. And that is known as time management. If you are managing your time properly, you will keep your stress away. Because if you are having so many responsibilities and you have not prioritized them, at a particular time, you will feel that you are under stressful conditions. And you know what is the outcome of stress? This is the stress only which brings diabetes into you, heart disease into you, blood pressure into you, apart from other all things. So, if we are managing our time, daytime, month time, year time, or lifetime, there will be a minimal stress to us. And minimal stress means keep away from these diseases which I have told now. So, is it better to manage our stress, or to pay for these all, spend on these all diseases? For that, what is the time management? Simply, There should be me time for you. There is a concept of every successful person of top 50 personalities of the world that they have their me time. What is me time? Me time means one particular hour in a day that is your only and nobody. I am here dare to say nobody means even your wife had any interaction between that 1 hour. I am practicing that. How? I wake up at 5 o'clock. I am a member of 5 a.m. club. Wake up at 5 o'clock. 30 minutes I spend on my daily routine and 1 hour, 5:30 to 6:30. That is my me time. I listen the songs, I read the books, I maintain the log, what to do today, not to do, and everything. No phone, nothing. And at 6:30, I just go into my room again and ask my wife to wake up, surely with a cup of tea. So this is my 1 hour is me time. Everything for the day. I decide in that 1 hour after getting ready and after 9:30 when I move to my office or in the market, nothing to do. Just follow that time limit. So it is very easy to get success on my day-to-day work. And it is my 75% to 90% is my success rate. What I think today, I achieve that. But simply you have to plan. So for that, time management is skill. It is a full day program to understand, but you all understand that. Whatever I am telling here, nothing new is there. You all know. But why these programs are organized? That once you listen, your mind will say, "Yes, this is good for me," and then you will remember that. And if you implement that, you will get the results. And second thing, prioritize tasks. What are the tasks? There are so many tasks. Now, understand being a chartered accountant, on 30th of September, the last date to pay the fees of the institute. On 30th, 1st of December, the last date is to earn your CPRs. But what we are doing? We are not doing that in time. And this is the good thing from institute that they are postponing them. And now the 6 months they have done, the 30th June was the last date to complete the CPRs of 2024. But what the new team is there and what the government at the center is there in our political scenario, I understand that a time will come very soon when they will not give a single day extra to you to all these things. So you have to do everything. You have to prioritize tasks. What task is today important? So do first that. If your electricity bill is pending, you do today. If last days is today, you have to do today only. Don't postpone it. So you have to prioritize tasks which are the most important, and which are least important. You have to plan like that. So please note down that this is the first thing. And any questions you can also write down. Second is establish boundaries. What are the boundaries? Whatever we are doing, we have to put some boundaries. And the first point is, I think everybody knows, nothing to tell anybody, that limit the use of social media. We all are busy with all this social media. I'm not talking about the emails or some sort of WhatsApp because it is also helping us in so many things. But the reels we are seeing, the so many videos are coming. The motivational video means and medical video means you have to eat this and this not. So many things are there. So this you have to limit the use because I always said that if you want to become a leader, everybody want to become a leader nowadays. I understand that. You want to become a leader, you should become a leader of ship. Ship means SHIP. Means this is the process. S stand for self. You have to become leader of yourself first. You say yourself that I will do mobile for half an hour. I will see serials for half an hour, like that. And then stick on to it. If you are doing that, it means you are a leader of yourself. Whatever you are saying to yourself, you are doing that. And then second step is H, become a leader of your house. If nobody is listening in your house, nobody is asking, nobody is taking advice or guidance of you, what is the meaning to become the leader of the masses? If in your house you are not regarded, then become the leader of your house. And then industry. Industry means where you are working. If you are a businessman, that organization, or in you are child accountant, so your staff, your parental body, everybody. So if your place, business place, professional place, they are regarding you as a leader, then you will be the leader. And then last, P. P means people. Then become the leader of the people. So this is the step to become a leader of the masses. First you have to become leader of yourself. So you should take limit for yourself. That I will see this. This is part of again time management. That I will see the social media for this time, this time. Certain I have known certain people as soon as they reach home, they switch off their mobile. And we know that if mobile is switched off, it means he is in the home. We should call on the landline number. So this you have to do. And the most important thing is learn to sin. Whenever our general practice is that somebody is saying and we say, yes, sir, in our heart, we know that cannot be possible, but still we don't say no. And this is the reason why stress come out. Even somebody simple inviting you to a marriage or to a function, you said, okay, I will sure come. And you know that you are not in town on that day. So learn to say no. And so many stress will be reduced if you simply say, no, it is not possible. I cannot come. Thank you very much. All the best. Otherwise, he will call again and again and again and again. So learn to say no. You have to establish boundaries here. Learn to delegate. Delegation is a thing where you can achieve success, and success, whatever you require. How? You see the Ambanis and all other top businessmen, they are doing nothing. They are just managing the things. They know the art of delegation. They are delegating the work. They are taking the report of all their factory in the last 30 minutes of the evening, and they know all about what is happening there. So for the learning of delegation, one simple thing is there. You should do the SWOT analysis of your employees or those persons who are working for you. And SWOT means strength, weakness, opportunities, threat. Just note down what is the strength of that employee, what is the weakness of that employee, and what are opportunities before him. If the employee will not get the opportunities, he will not continue with you. And what are the threats to him? If you are knowing that better, then you can properly delegate as per his strength, and you will find the results are excellent. So you should learn the art of delegation. And also, don't hesitate to reach out to your friends or family members. Take help from them, your teachers, your well-wishers, because there is nothing wrong in asking someone. When we ask Google Baba for certain things, then what is the loss to ask our friends, family members, or teachers who know everything from on whom we believe that they will give us the right advice? We should do that. Don't hesitate. इसीलिए मैंने बताया शुरुआत में कि पूछने में क्या जाता है. अगर if we find that this is good for me, then we can do that. Otherwise, okay, no problem. So this is the third thing that we want. We have to delegate to become successful. We should take help of our other people. Now, this is the most important part because success cannot come without you. Nowadays, I am seeing that chartered accountants coming into the for the last 5 years, the chartered accountants are coming because I am a regular speaker at GMCS and orientation, and more than 50,000 plus CA students I have trained in the last 20 years of my training at the institute. So I know that they are connect to me also. What is happening? They are doing job No time is there. No time of food eating is there. No time for sleeping is there. And they all of the opinion that after 40 years, their life will be miserable. They all know. But still, they have to do that because that is a requirement of the industry. So, for to maintain yourself, first, most important thing is sleep. A minimum of 6 to 8 hours sleep is required. And there is one simple saying: the day you are waking up, you should sleep on the very same day. That's all. Very simple rule. जिस दिन आप उठ रहे हैं उसी दिन सोएं. It means you should sleep before 12 p.m. in the night. You will easily take 6 to 8 hours sleep. So sleep is one of the important things because your body needs rest. Eat healthy. Now, what is healthy? If you listen to the various videos coming, one video is saying that eating apple with its cover will be healthy, and second is saying no, don't eat apple with its cover. So it's up to you to decide what is healthy or not. So whatever your own mind and your own heart is saying that it is healthy for you, then you can eat. Now I am around 61 years of age and people are saying me, eat millets. I said, for the last 61 years, I am eating wheat. I don't have any problem. Now, what happened now that we should not eat the wheat? That is different thing. My body is like that only. So whatever is healthy, you have to decide. Nobody other can decide. Exercise regularly. Yes, this is very much required because nowadays, because of this digital transformation, everything is on mobile or everything is on laptop, and we are doing that. So, time for exercise is coming very less for us to do. But still, if you are 20 minutes to 30 minutes, if you are investing in exercise doing daily, it will be good for us. Practice mindfulness means do some yoga. Sit quiet for 10 minutes. Close your eyes. Sit. Do these type of things. It will surely relax your body, surely minimize your stress, control your stress. So this is the main thing that you have to do. You have to work for your own body. And the last one, creative, positive mindset. I know it is very easy to say. Create a positive mindset. Everybody wants to create a positive mindset. But in reality, it's not easy. It's difficult. But still, it is not impossible. So, simple things. Practice gratitude. Say thank you for the person who is doing something for you. Just say thank you. A simple word, thank you. But remember the time when you have to say thank you. Somebody has done good for you today, and after 3 days, you are calling him and say, thank you, you have done good for me. That is good for nothing. Immediately you have to do. Within reasonable time, you have to thank them. Accept mistake. One of the most important reason for stress is that we do not accept our mistakes. We are a human being. Mistakes are very common. But we are not accepting our mistakes. And what happens? In our mind, in our heart, we know that that was my mistake. But we are not accepting. So that indirectly, you don't know, but that indirectly creating stress into you, And that will come after some time in form of your anger, in form of your diabetes, in form of other diseases. So, accept mistakes. I have been so far privileged to visit more than 20 countries for doing programs there and also for learning for programs also. I found no difference between those persons and we. The only one difference what I found was that they use two words very often in a day. And that is thank you and sorry. Something done good, they say thank you. Something they have not done good, they say sorry. That's all. They don't carry those things to their home. And finally, there is no stress. And we carry all these things to our home. We talk to our friends and family and all. With wife, I think maximum time after 40 years or 45 years, because before that, different type of talks is there. So what we talk, that the person has done this, that has done this, and all these things. Unnecessarily, we are creating stress. So accept mistakes means there is one funny proverb also that a person is wise if he accept his mistakes. A person is not wise if he is not accepting his mistakes. And a person who don't do any mistake and still accept his mistake, he is a husband. So this is just for the lighter side. So we should accept our mistakes. Surround yourself with people who are supporting, optimistic. If you are spending your most of the time with negative people, ultimately it will go into you only and you will also become negative. So always sit with the optimistic or positive people. Then only you will develop a positive mindset. Start your day with positive affirmation. Simply, one line, just after waking up. Thanks to God that you have given everything to me, and I will do the most of the things today. And with all, whatever you want to say, but it should all positive. If you are doing that, it means you are sending message to your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind will. It is just a CPU. Subconscious mind will receive the message and it will transfer it to your conscious mind, and 100% conscious mind will act on that thing. If you are sending negative things, if you are thinking or telling negative to yourself, subconscious mind will send the message to your conscious mind. And conscious mind is nothing. He will receive the message, he will do the things, whatever he is receiving. So start today with positive affirmation. And last thing, focus on solutions. There will always be problems. If you are solving one problem, another will come. Another solve. If you solve another one, again problem will come. So focus on solution. What is the solution? If problem is there, nothing, no problem. But we want to have that solution. And at last, Guru Mantra to control your stress. 3 lines, very important. If you work on these lines, really you will find that your stress level is going down more than 50%. If you can change the things, change it. If you cannot change the things, accept it. And wisdom to know the difference means which things you can change and which thing you cannot change. Simple. It applies on 99% of the things. Now, just imagine, can you change the attitude and behavior of your parents now? You say no. So what you have done? You accepted that. That's all. You are not trying to change that. And those who are not accepted, आपको उनके घर से झगड़े की आवाजें आएंगी. Very simple. So you should know that this I can change. This I cannot change. If you can change, change it. Cannot change, accept it. Where is the stress? If I can do this, I will do. Cannot do. Okay, no problem. Leave it. So this is the thing. But third line is the most important. You must know what you can do and what you cannot do. You should know that. And if you are doing that, 100%, your stress level will go down and you will get benefit from them. Now, the last thing. Before saying thanks to all of you, take action today. We are doing so many seminars, we are listening so many things, we appreciate, we clap, we write so many things on the chat box that this is a very good session like that. And after that, nothing is there. I always believe in results. So the 5 points I have told you, if you have written that, more than 1,000 people are here, more than 1,000 CAs are here. If we write that, take one thing that I will change it by 30th of September. And my number is there. Even next slide, I can show you where my number is there. You just, not today, just take a sleep today. Tomorrow morning, you still remember this session. Send a WhatsApp to me that I will implement this point, and I will reply you on 30th of September that what benefits there, what I have to do, what I have to do. So if you are doing that, I will be very happy, and really I will do something for you. What I can do, I don't tell you. But I want results. I am always believing in results, not just coming, listening, and going. That's all. So I think many of you will be appreciating this, and coming tomorrow morning, I might be receiving so many SMS or WhatsApp message that I will do this, I will do this. And my number is uh, there, or if you, yeah, this is my number, you can take a click of that, my number, my email ID, just WhatsApp me on this number, and I will be happy to support you in your life to become a successful person with least stress. So thank you very much, and I hand over this floor to our moderator, Piresh Bhai, and once again, thanks a lot. Thank
Sir,
you.
we have two queries, sir. Pleben Banerjee from Calcutta. In most cases, seniors do not like to hear no, as they follow the principle that boss is always right. How to handle such situation?
Uh, you are right. Uh, I tell you that the Guru Mantra at the end, if you can change the things, change it. If you cannot change, accept it. So try to change, but not at the cost of any loss. And if you are not able to change, just accept it. Your stress level will be in order. We don't bother for our boss or any other person that what is his stress level. You control only your stress level. This is the only remedy.
Okay, sir. Nice, sir. Uh, Samir Bajaj from Calcutta. I am unable to sleep night properly. Lots of thought come and also sometimes fear of heart attack. Please advise.
Okay, this is very natural, and this is because of stress only. Whatever you are saying, the main reason for this is stress only. So you have to manage your time, manage your day. It will take 1 month or 2 months. Normally it is says that 50 days is required to change anything. So just follow, just try to sleep at right time. Just avoid seeing those movies, serials, or reels which have stress there. Means then political. There are so many political reels are coming where somebody is criticizing the current leadership, somebody is criticizing the opposition like that. And when you are listening that, you don't understand that indirectly it is going stress into you. For the last 5 years, I have started not to read newspaper. If you are reading newspaper, always you find negative things. So try to avoid negative things for some time, and you will find that you are getting benefited from them.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. It was very knowledgeable session. Thank you, everyone. It was a very insightful discussion on anti-money laundering and stress-free success. At last, I would like to conclude this meeting and just want to tell everyone that together we can foster a safer and more balanced world. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. Everyone, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I would request if we can confirm if there are more queries from the members. Just a second, sir. Piresh, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I guess Jalan sir, sorry, Jinesh sir is still here. So I guess we can take up their questions, the rest of our questions.
Yeah, remaining question, na?
Jinesh sir, are you still available?
Yes, yes, yes. No problem.
Jinesh, sir,
For sure.
yes.
Thank you for being here, sir.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
1 second, sir. Sir, Basant Kumar Mehta, Gurgaon. What are the consequences once money laundering is detected?
Okay. So consequences are actually yeah, prosecution is one. Penalties could be the other thing. And sometimes what happens, in case of money laundering, there are multiple acts in which you could be punished. So as I said, there are scheduled offenses, and scheduled offenses are offenses under certain other act. So you can be punished under IPC also, under criminal uh, laws also, under PMLA as well. And nowadays we have this insolvency act also, which generally overrides PMLA. However, there are High Court and Supreme Court judgments, and there are a lot of litigations happening. So there is a possibility that a person can be punished in multiple ways. And prosecution is also one thing. And apart from that, attachment of property is there, and you may lose on your assets as well.
Okay, sir, nice, sir.
Yeah.
Gaurav Munjal, Ranchi, how to get work in this area?
Oh, great question. So basically, you have to work a lot with law enforcement agency. That is one thing. If you want to work directly in the financial crime related activities. Second way is you can actually work for the organization to whom you are auditing. For example, fraud. This is a very open area which is applicable in many organizations, but we don't work on that side because it is not our responsibility as an auditor to identify fraud. So we rely on management, and it is the responsibility of the management. So we stay away from it. During your audit, you can always work as a bloodhound instead of just working as a watchdog. But in within your limitation, we cannot be aggressive with management, or we cannot go beyond our scope. So within our scope, we can be smart enough to get some samples in such a way that through data analysis you get good samples and red flags. You confirm it through an evidence and identify a fraud or potential fraud. That is one way to work in the angle of fraud. And if you want to work with law enforcement agencies, they only work with empaneled auditors or empaneled chartered accountant firms. So you can join those organizations if you are in practice or industry, and you can get the work and experience in that area as well.
Okay, nice, sir.
Yeah.
KS Prakash, are not bank are not banks also responsible for such state of affairs?
See, banks, again, it's an interesting question. The example that I gave of multi-state banks, etc. Now, bank works in a capacity of custodian. Okay, their job is to accept deposit, give loans. Now, underlying transactions, if those are suspicious, their responsibility is report to FIU India. Okay. So FIU India is a body which takes care of CTR and STR reporting and many other reports which are received from the banking divisions. And they will act on that, and they will forward that data to the various law enforcement agencies. So bank will focus on CTR and STR. And if any fraud activity happens in the NPS, they will report to RBI. But they are not in a position to prevent. They can prevent. They nowadays bank has various cells who have early warning signals. Then there is transaction monitoring also. which gives you alerts when such suspicious activity happens. So banks are in a position to focus. They are doing it, but it is not that full fledged because of collusion. Now, collusion is what if I am a company and uh, in example of Nirav Modi, the banker and Nirav Modi and Mehul Choksi, that organization, they were working together. Because of which, when the letter of undertaking or letter of credits were issued, they were not talking to the core banking system, neither there were underlying collaterals available. So such instances would always bypass the generic activities of fraud or money laundering.
Okay, sir. Some person asking why people do money laundering and how to stop, and can auditor can play a role audit के बाद भी क्यों?
Why
Why?
people do it? Yeah, people do it because crime will never end in the world, frankly. So people are always going to do something for earning easy money because they are never satisfied, and people want to become successful through shortcuts. That is one reason, and hence it keeps on happening. And as an auditor, as I said, if you find any red flags, you can discuss with management, report to NAFRA. Now, one more thing has come up. We, as an auditor or a chartered accountants, are covered under reporting entity, and under financial action task force also we are required to report if we come across such mischiefs. So NAFRA, FIR, SEBI, RBI, FATF, these all are external bodies where you can report, but there are stages. You cannot directly jump to the external bodies. As I said, there are as a auditor we carry some responsibility, and there are professional ethics surrounded around us. So we have to follow a proper approach, step by step approach, while we report any mischief, fraud, money laundering, etc. For our clients to an external agency.
Okay, sir. I think, sir, all questions are completed.
Sure. It was great interaction. Thank you so much for asking the questions. And Sushil sir also gave great insight. Sometimes we are so much stressed with a lot of work, so we don't work on our personal life, sleep, health, etc. But yes, that is also important. So I will also focus, and I will be in touch with you also, sir.
Sir,
Thank
एक
you.
last,
Thank you. Thank you.
sir, Jinesh sir, last question is: do
Yes.
you advocate to CA registering in advance with disciplining in advance? Days are challenging for CA. Do you advocate to CA registering in advance with disciplining in advance? I think, sir.
No, I didn't understand that.
Hmm.
Do I advocate registering CAs
हाँ जी हाँ.
with respect to?
No clear, sir. No clear. Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Sorry,
Okay.
I'm not clear. Maybe you can email the queries if required. I can respond, and you can forward to the respective participants.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone, sir. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, both the faculties and Vires sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Savanji, you can end the session now. Thank you. Thanks to you too.